Pike, General Albert Pike, confirmed in the latter part of the 1800s. Pike, with the aid of Giuseppe Mazzini, worked out the military blueprint which would cause the world to be involved in wars and revolutions until, to use his own words, only two world powers remained, and those two were to be the people controlled by the leaders of atheistic communism and those that subscribed to the Christian religion. I know it is very hard for the average, decent, clean-minded citizen to realize that such a devilish, and I have used the word advisedly, diabolical plot has been in operation. But the Scriptures, the Old Testament, is nothing more or less than the history of that conspiracy of the Luciferian forces to prevent the human race establishing God's plan for the rule of creation, putting it in effect on this earth. Christ himself came to show us what must be done if we were going to halt that conspiracy on this earth, as St. Michael halted it in heaven. He told us who were directing that conspiracy. He said, it is they of the synagogue of Satan. He said, they are sons of the devil, Lucifer, whose lusts they will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. He knows not the truth, for the truth is not in him. When asked, who are these men? He said, them that call themselves Jews, but are not, and do lie. The devil's whole plan is to use cunning and deceit. That is why our Heavenly Father, through His Son, Jesus Christ, told us that He was the father of lies. And they will make any statement and justify the telling of a deliberate lie, providing it moves their conspiracy towards its final goal. Mazzini, Giuseppe Mazzini, was an Italian. If you look in your encyclopedias, you will find him eulogized as a great Italian patriot. That is how the agents who direct this conspiracy deceive the people into believing what is a direct lie. Giuseppe Mazzini was the director of the World Revolutionary Movement and was appointed as the director of the whole World Revolutionary Movement in 1834. After the French Revolution was over and the American situation here was in turmoil, Mazzini came to America and he consulted with General Albert Pike, who was disgruntled because his Indian auxiliary troops had been disbanded on the charge that they had committed atrocities under the cloak of legitimate warfare. Therefore, Pike became an illuminist, and he built a house in Little Rock with 13 rooms in 1840. And it was in that house where he worked to perfect the military blueprint of wars and revolutions that would bring Weishoff's plan to its final stage. The blueprint called, first of all, for the putting into effect of Weishoff's plan to create international atheistic communism, and then use it as the illuminated destructive force to help them destroy all existing governments and religions. I know it hurts when the truth of history reveals that men who have been built up by false propaganda into national heroes are proved to be feet of clay. But what is true of some of your statesmen and politicians in the past is equally true of ours in Canada and those of Britain. Since the turn of the 19th century, since 1801, there has hardly been a prime minister in England or Canada or a president in this United States, with the exception of Lincoln, who wasn't under the control of the Illuminati.